Okay, 1422. Good luck. Now, I don't actually know if it's a human or a bot. A lot of accounts have got that same sort of symbol, so it could be a bot, this. I'm not sure. So we're playing a caro. Let's play a knight up. Okay, we're just going to try and castle now. Yeah, it's all done this. I don't think the Greek gift is quite on here, but I might be wrong. So bishop up, bishop takes, king takes, knight check, I take. So I think bishop up is a move, but I might be wrong again. I'll just go back. But yeah, the speed of the moves is very scary, isn't it? Let's say a lot of accounts have this type of picture, so it's possible it could be a bot. This I'm not actually sure. I'm not actually sure of that. I'm just going to develop my knight and then maybe bishop forward. So let's go forward rather than back. Yeah, the moves are very, very, very quick here. We're threatening to maybe take and grab here, but then you're getting quick development. Pawn comes forward, so do we take, check? I don't have a second piece to attack with, that's the problem, so I think I'd probably best drop back. Yeah, but the moves are coming out so fast, it makes me think this might be a bot. Okay, that gives me a development move, so why not go for it? So you're probably going to drop back or forward to guard your knight. So threaten to capture a pawn. So if I take, you've got check, but I can take the rook first and then maybe grab a pawn. Now I can maybe redeploy the knight, as long as I'm not blundering something. I say it could be a human account, this. I don't actually know, but I've seen a number of accounts with that type of similar picture. Okay, the queen's gone across, so we've got an option to trade, and we are a pawn up, so that should be good. And if we don't trade, we're probably going to lose our knight, aren't we? I don't see an alternative move, so I think we have to take. And I guess we just drop the knight back and hit the pawn twice. Now you can play rook across to guard. Then maybe we start marching across, I'm not sure. Pawn up feels like a decent move here. It might let his knight in the long run, but it fixes these pawns a bit. It gives my knight a knight outpost here. Oh, I did that move before, didn't I? Hit the rook and hit the pawn there. I did the move before. And I guess the rook can come across this way. It does do. So we're going to go here. Now we're just going to guard. So do you try and keep this pawn? Then maybe knight back to hit this. Well, see, if the knight moves anywhere, we can maybe take here, but then our own pawns collapse. But there is a back rank mate threat. I'm going to take there. But now if I take here, if you go here, there's actually a checkmate threat. Extremely easy not to see that. Should see it, but it's very easy not to. Otherwise, I think I've got rook back. Or maybe pawn up, I'm not sure. I've still got 3 minutes here, haven't I? So I don't want to play too quick. Knight check I don't like. Knight down's a bit annoying, but this pawn is loose, so I'm looking at just rook back. Now I've got rook check and your king has to come here. That might be an idea, actually. Throw a check in first to drive the king further away. Then just drop my rook all the way back and guard the pawn. Then maybe redeploy the knight in the middle of the board. Now if knight in, I think I can start pushing forward, and it feels like everything's well coordinated. Doesn't mean it is, but it feels like it is. So now, wait, have I got a nice trick with my knight? Again, I don't quite see it. Let's just step up. I want to go here now, but I don't know if it's a great move or not. Let's start marching the pawns forward. I'm getting a little bit low on time. Ooh, a trade should be good for us. Should be. So now we will start actively marching. We've got an extra pawn on each side of the board, so it should be good for us. My rook is safe from my opponent's king. We just start marching now. Then maybe rook behind to just push and push. I'm not sure how to actually clear the markings here. So we're down to about 2 minutes left. Okay, well, common sense is just to push on there. I guess you counter, but no reason why we can't just take. Rook up might be a move. Take, take, and the king gets back. What do I do? The king's gone back. I want to push there, but I don't want to mess this up like this. How do we do this? I'm actually going to bring my king around this way. Try and just march up the board, something like that. Okay, it comes forward, so I need to take. As long as I guard my back pawn. I'm down to 1:40 now, so the clock's getting a little bit low. So there's another one. We've got the option to take. It should be fine to take. No, I'm just going to try and march my pawn up. Okay, take. So we take and try and keep our pawn structure intact. So whether we can actually win this is another matter now. Do I come back or go forward? I think I come back but stay in the center. And just try and march our pawns forward. I mean, I could have put the king forward there, but a little bit more risk. So come forward now, then king across, I guess. Now, my opponent can't afford to let the rook get pinned. That would lose on the spot. So I think we just march here and try and create a pass pawn this side as well as the other side. And then it should be a matter of technique, but I am down to barely a minute left, so I could easily mess up on the clock. King over, rook check, and then back maybe. Okay. I guess I'll just push there, threatening to check. Okay, check, check. I know I'll come back and I'm going to try and march forward. Now forward again, threatening checkmate. If this way, I think I just march up. Yeah, king's gonna cross. So I think a check might be good here. If you come up, I simply check. If you go back, it's mate. If you have to go away, I just queen, right? So check. What if you just simply go back there? So check with a pawn. It's got to be the right move, and then just check. And we should get a queen out of this, if not a checkmate. Same thing, we just check. That's a nice checkmate. That's a good game, isn't it? That's a 5-minute blitz, and we had 40 seconds left on the clock, so that was pretty good. So if we look at the game key moments, so accuracy was 0.9 or 92 and 88, I assume that is. 0.9, 0.77 for my opponent. Are there the piece moves? Actually, the camera actually over them? The camera is slightly over them. I'll have to see if I can get a one with the camera on the other side there, so you can see the actual accuracy it gives you by piece moves. I don't currently have a pro account to get the full stats, but that was a pretty decent game, so quite pleased with that one. That was a pretty good game.